Howdy. Howdy, friends and neighbors, won't you step up and shake my hand? I'm an old apple knocker and a pea picker too. I'm gonna make a friend of somebody and it looks like it's you. Huh? Is that good? Ha ha! Old Rusty's on a roll today, baby. This is a good day. This is April the 27th. 2016 at 10:15 a.m. in Central Texas, USA. And we had a storm come through last night and it woke me up because it was lightning and thundering. It was about 1 o'clock, 1:30 a.m. this morning. And anyway, when I got up this morning, the TV didn't come on. How about that? Caca de Toro. So I immediately, with all of my electronic skills, which are basically none, I checked the plug. It's on a strip. You know what I mean, to keep out spikes and surge protector. That's what you call it. Anyway, and everything else that was plugged into that surge protector, which is 4 other things, all worked perfectly. But the TV would not power on, even with using the manual power button. So I unplugged it and I plugged it into another socket, and guess what? It wouldn't power on. So I got on the internet. We didn't have internet this morning over my Wi-Fi because it's down. Every time there's a storm, it's down. So it's down. So I got on the internet on my dumb phone, smartphone, and asked the question, my Vizio TV will not power on after a storm. And what I found was there's 2 boards in there that could be, quote, fried or burned up. So then I started looking, well, I guess I'm going to have to buy a new TV. So I checked TVs at my favorite store. Our only option here, or unless you order it from Amazon and have it delivered, is Walmart. And so I found I got a 36-inch TV Vizio. And anyway, so I had it unplugged all this time. I was thinking about what I was going to do, and I fixed my breakfast and fooled around with it. Then I realized that my stereo for the RV didn't work either because I punched the button to turn it on and it didn't come on. So there's no TV, no Wi-Fi, and no radio. So then I immediately went to step 2, trying to figure out why the radio didn't work. And I still haven't figured that one out. But anyway, I fooled around with the TV. I had it unplugged. I plugged it back in, nothing. Tried to power it on, put new batteries in the controller, nothing. Tried to power it on manually, nothing. So anyway, I said to hell with it. I'll just have to get another TV. That's it. $200 just kissed off. So I ate my breakfast and thought, well, I'm going to try this thing one more time because you never know. So I plugged it in. Guess what? The TV came on. Miracle of miracles, friends. In Spanish, miracles is milagro. And so it was a milagro, so to speak. And but anyway, the TV works. Unfortunately, I have no Wi-Fi. I don't think. I just turned my router on to see if I was connected yet. I may be. But my radio is still, well, let me show you. Me being the engineer that I am, I'll show you my radio that I carefully took out of its spot. And you can see this maybe. This is the radio. Maybe you can see that. I can't see what you're seeing. But there's the radio hanging there in space. Is it in the picture? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But anyway, it should be in that region. Anyway, it comes out of this hole right up here. You can see that. And all those lovely wires. But on those lovely wires are 2 little, what do you call them? God damn, I never can remember the name of them. but there's two of these little chingaderas like this. See that? And that one of them, the wire is not right. So I think that's my problem. So I'm going to go get me another one of these, and hopefully, my radio will work. And what I love about the radio are certain things now. You have to have a special tool to get the radio out. Let me show you. The screws that holds the radio in are not Phillips, and they're not regular. If you can see that end there, that's not a Phillips and it's not a regular. But it just so happened that years ago I owned a Chevrolet pickup that you had to have a special tool to get the headlight out. Okay, because I was going to change one time and screwdriver wouldn't work. Phillips screwdriver wouldn't work. Nothing would work. So I checked with the local General Motors dealer and said, oh, you got to have a special tool. I thought, well, God damn. So I bought this. This is the special tool. See the little end on it? It's kind of a funny deal. But it fits. It fits this. That's what it's designed for. These little special screws. Anyway, it's another little gimmick to sell you crap that you don't need and will probably never use. And that's the way that is today. But anyway, it's a beautiful day here. Again, it's about 10, 15, 10, 20, 68 degrees, perfectly clear, a hell of a stormy night. And it's always amazing to me how wonderful it is after a storm. After a storm, you know, the birds are chirping. It looks like the trees are just growing and the plant, everything's green. Air's fresh, not a thing in the air, no pollen, no nothing. And it's kind of like a storm in life. You know, somebody you love or care about passes away, and that's a terrible storm, and then it passes. Everything passes into the past, and including me. Yo. So, having said all those things about the storm, the radio that still doesn't work, and you know, that's one of my favorite things to do is to stream the Pandora music through my speakers in my RV. And I'm hoping that it's just that little, what do you call those things? Anyways, I want to say breaker, but it's not a breaker. It's something else. Anyway, but here's another thing. Whenever you go into the store now to buy one of those, you can't. They come in packages of 5 and 10, you know. So I got to get through that hurdle. So, having said all of that, and I know you're very interested, I know you like that song at first, Howdy, 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 Friends and Neighbors. That's not bad. That is not bad. That's a happy song, a happy song. Once you step up and shake my hand, I'm an old apple knocker and a pea picker too. I want to make a friend of somebody, and it looks like it's you. So anyway, no comments. Well, I had a few comments, but nothing worth responding to, really. And everything here is rocking along pretty good. I got a tasting event on Friday and one on Saturday. The one on Friday is for Ziegenbach beer, which I like, is a good beer. It's made in Houston, Texas, and I believe it's only distributed in Texas. Ziegenbach, good beer. And the other one on Saturday is a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's called the Cab, and it's a good Cabernet. My favorite red wines are, I like a Shiraz. There's an Australian Shiraz. I can't ever remember the name. It's got a little kangaroo on the front of on the label, and it's inexpensive. I only buy a cheap wine. I'm not going to spend $100 for a bottle of wine. I'm not going to spend $50 for a bottle of wine. I'm not going to spend $20 for a bottle of wine. I buy the 1.5 liters, the big bottles, and the average price that I pay is anywhere between $8 and $10, and that's it. And why? Because I've done enough wine tastings to find out, you know, do the expensive wines taste better? If you are a connoisseur of wines, probably. In other words, if you know about tannins and acidity and oakiness and all this sort of stuff, maybe. If you just want to taste the wine, you know, for the flavor of the grapes, then you're like me. You know, just buy the stuff that you like. But, you know, if you can, taste it before you buy it. If there's a tasting event, that way you won't waste any money. But anyway, what else is going on? It looked like the predicted turnout for Trump and Hillary was about what was expected, which it's okay with me. Uh, would I like to see Trump be president? Yeah, I would. I would. Why? Big change, I think. Change. Every politician runs on that one word, change. Vote for me. Vote for change. Well, the president can't really change a hell of a lot. Now they can make appointments, federal district attorneys. They can make Supreme Court appointments. And appointment, the power of appointment is one of their big powers because you put the right people in the right places in the bureaucracy. And these bureaucracies now are huge and powerful. They have the ability to go out and fine you and put you in jail. They do. I mean, that's a long way from where they started. Believe me. And but anyway, what else is going on? Not much. I'm going to go to town, get that fuse, see if I can get my radio working, and that's about it. That's a full day, boy. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Such stress, such stress. Anyway, y'all have a good day, and I'll have a good day, and I'll chat with you folks again tomorrow. In the interim, carpe diem, Latin for seize the day. Seize the day. Anyway, thumbs up to you guys, and bye bye. Adios, amigos.